Hello everybody. In this video, I will be briefing you about creating a proper influence chart for financial calculations. So before we start explaining the given case study, so let me brief you about how we can create an influence chart using calculation formula. Say for example, you have if you want to calculate profit, so profit is the target one. Okay, we want to calculate profit. So profit, how we will be calculating total revenue that is generated minus expenses. So total sales we have created minus expenses is equal to profit. So it is also created as minus taxes is equal to profit. So for this thing, if you want to create an influence chart, so profit is the one that is getting influenced when we change any of these values. For example, this is 100, this is 50, and this is 200. Let us take this thing. 200 minus 50 is 100. 100 minus 50 is 50. So when these values are given, the profit value is 50. Let us make this 50 as 20. What it will become? When we change this value, what is happening? So 200 minus 100 is 100. 100 minus 20 is 80. So this is changing. When we change this value is changing. So whatever the values that are given in the equation, whatever the values that are given in the equation are changed, the target value will be changed. So this is influencing thing. Which one is profit? What are the factors that are influencing this profit? So we have here three factors. One is revenue. So for this one, we will be creating a box. Then expenses, then taxes. So the influence chart of the given formula is, so when you take this here, it is profit. It will be influenced by the revenue. It will be influenced by the expenses. It will be influenced by the taxes. So this is influence chart for calculating profit. So a financial formula can be transformed into what? An influence chart. Here, that we are given with 10 tasks. So here, to make it, I will give you a quick review. There is a person called Bob. His age is 46 years old, and he is having a daughter of 6 years old and a wife of 40 years old. Okay, so it was a case like there is a situation like Bob's father and Bob's grandfather both died with cancer, and Bob also has cholesterol count of 190. So this is a risk, the kind of risk. For example, you plan to save 100 rupees for this year. Okay, so because of some medical situation, you spent 200 rupees. Then though you plan to save 100 rupees, it incurred minus 100 rupees. So you are in debt of 100 rupees in that. So when we have medical kind of situations, they will be creating serious impact on your savings and other things. Okay. So next here, if you take, uh, he gets 9 months salary every because of his work at school. He gets a dollar 95,000, and company pays uh, company pays 10% as a retirement fund. So when we take this one, so he is having some kind of so let us take total savings. So this is total savings. On total savings, what first one is because of school salary. School salary is first one impacting. Second one is uh, 10% paid for retirement amount like this. Okay, so retirement fund. Next, what is the task we are having? Next, it is a regular salary, 2/9 of his regular salary. Again, because he is doing some kind of research, what is happening? They are paying 2/9, 2/3 of, so some value is there. What is that value? So research, for research purpose, 2/9 of his regular salary will be paid. So research support, let us take research support. RS, this will be influenced by school salary. This will be influenced by school salary because 10% of total salary. This is 2/9, 2/9. 2/9 of school salary will be given for a researcher. Okay, so that is also influencing total saving, a total earning, let us say, total earning. Let us do. This is total earnings. Next, what he is doing over 12 years, he has been at the college. His salary has increased from. So again, increase in salary. So this salary and increase in salary. This will be again influencing total earning. So next, like salary, like Bob will be earning certain amount, 20 to 25, 20,000, 10 to 20,000 per year in consulting, education, and other activities. Let us consider an average of those, maybe like because of consulting earning, consult earnings. So these are our money he regularly earns for the earned by the Bob. Okay. In addition to 10% regular contribution to the school makes, Bob also contributes substantial amount. He is currently setting aside 7,500 per year. So what is the amount he is setting aside? So setting aside amount set aside. So this will be influenced by what? So maybe this is influenced by taxes, after taxes. Okay, so we need to have total earnings. Again, we will be having total expenses. Taxes and total expenses being personal also involves in calculating total amount that is set aside. This is one of the important calculation that we will do perform. If he were increased to his savings towards retirement amount above the limit, he would have to invest after tax dollars. So here, this total expenses will be influenced by the total earnings. From this total earnings, he will be paying insurance amount. From total earnings, he will be investing in annuity related funds. So, and from these all these values, we get a retirement value. Okay, so retirement value, and based on the number of years he want to live, total years. So based on that, we will be getting retirement amount we will be utilizing for several years. And what kind of expenses, if you check the documents, so daughters, college expenses, then he is having traveling expenses, then he is having living expenses. All these expenses influences total years you can use funds. So this is how your influence chart should be. This is should be properly arranged. Even if you miss one factor, that is fine, but the influence chart should show all these influencing elements and these are the target elements that we make main, these are main calculations. Okay, if you take, this is one of the main calculation that we perform. This is one calculation that we perform. Retirement amount is one more calculation that we perform, and total years we can live, that will be one more one more calculations. These are the main calculations, and whatever the things that are mentioned here, these are influencing factors of this one. Okay, so for this one, these are the influencing factors. And for retirement amount, total expenses set aside, insurance, annuity, investments, these all are factors. And for total years, he can spend one, travel amount, then retirement amount, living expenses, and total years. This will be this will be depending on total years the person will live comfortably. So make sure you use Draw.io or some other source like Lucid Chats to complete this activity. Make sure you follow these kind of steps. I mentioned some of the most important elements, like which will be like the influencing factors and factors that get influenced. So make sure you properly design it and send it to me. Don't miss elements. You are supposed to use Draw.io or Lucid Chart. Okay. So one is Draw.io, Draw.io. This is the website. Next one is Lucid, chart.com. Using these two websites, any of these websites, you can create this design effectively. Okay. So that's it from my side, team. All the best. Make enough changes. Thank you.